Hello crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here with a card for the Deck the Halls with Inky Paws Newton's Nook blog hop. This is a special blog hop to celebrate Christmas and share Christmas projects with some awesome guests, and I'm going to link you to my blog where you can join the hop and enter to win by leaving comments on all the different blogs. Today I'm going to be doing some rainbow stamping, so I've pulled out the rainbow of colors in my distress inks, and I'm using beautiful blizzards from Newton's Nook. I love rainbow cards, and one of the other guests on this blog hop is Laura Basson, and she does amazing rainbow cards and is always inspiring and inspiring me to stretch my rainbow techniques and card ideas in different ways and stuff, and so it's kind of like a little tribute to her and her awesome style. So today I am putting all of the different snowflakes from the beautiful blizzard set onto different blocks. There are 6 snowflakes, 3 large and 3 small in the set, and so it works out perfect for rainbow stamping because each snowflake can have a different color ink, and I can make this quick for myself by having each one on its own block and each one to a dedicated color. So, for example, this large snowflake will always be stamped in red for the card, and by always stamping it in the same color, I could even create multiples of this card pretty quickly. Once I have them all out on a different block, I'm going to think about the way that I want to stamp them, and I decided that it would be better if the rainbow went in a pattern, where there was a large snowflake with the first color of the rainbow, then a small snowflake with the next color of the rainbow. But I also want to make sure that I use the colors pretty evenly, and so I wanted to make sure that I would get one large snowflake of each color onto the card. And then I also wanted to make sure that I followed color order, and so that your eye could move with the rainbow order colors if it wanted to. So the red transitions into the orange, down to the yellow, across to the green, so on and so forth. And so I thought it'd be easier to stamp out the largest ones first, things that I knew that I definitely wanted to make sure got on there, and then move on using the smaller ones to fill in gaps. And so that's just my basic approach to it, but there is no really correct way to do this, of course, because it's just to kind of place it the way that you like it and think about, where you want to have your sentiment and leave a spot for that, or you could just go on it and stamp the whole card base and then place a sentiment on top as well, although I opt to leave an area for my sentiment today. I'm using distress inks, even though they're not necessarily recommended for sentiments or fine stamping or even solid stamping. They're really great for techniques. But I have distress inks, and I have them in multiple colors, and so I just am willing to use what I have and try it and go for it, and it turned out to work pretty well. I was surprised. I thought that it turned out really crisp, even though it's not an ink necessarily meant for that, which I think speaks to the quality of these stamps as well, that they actually are really holding on to the ink. So you see there I've left a spot for my sentiment, and I'm filling in any of the little gaps that are left, and then I'll be going on to add my sentiment and making sure that it fits before I finish off the card. The colors of distress ink I used were Barn Door, Spiced Marmalade, Mustard Seed, Salty Ocean, Mowed Lawn, and Dusty Concord. I picked a sentiment from the set. There are several fun ones in there. My favorite sentiment is, "If snowflakes were kisses, I'd send you a blizzard." But that card can only go to so many people, and so I decided to do more of a simple Let It Snow card, figuring that I could use it for a holiday card for pretty much anyone, or that I could turn it into like a thank you card after the holidays or something like that. I decided to cut the Let It Snow sentiment in half and stack it, and before I stamped it on, I stamped it off on that piece of scrap paper. You see that I left a scrap paper the entire time because I knew that the ink would keep getting off of the edges of the card, and I wanted to be sure that the ink wouldn't spread. And if I had left it on my craft sheet, it would have sat on top of the craft sheet, the ink, and then it could have smudged, and I didn't want that because I want to make sure there's really crisp white underneath everything. I decided for a finishing touch I would add some adhesive gems to the center of all the snowflakes. Because I have a ridiculous and unlimited supply of gems because I bought them so many years ago and way too many, this is a great way to use them up, but also I had every color. If you don't have every color and you just perhaps have white or sort of clear gems, my recommendation would be to take your alcohol markers, if you have them, and you can color the gems to match any color that you need. And so I had considered doing that because I wasn't quite sure I was going to be finding a green that I liked because my green was a little bit lighter. But I decided to just go with it, and I used a combination of large and small gems. So that's it for my card today. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more crafty videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to leave you to a link to my blog post where you can find out more about the products I use, but also that you can join in on this hop and enter to win some awesome prizes from Nook. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.